In this video, I'll be going through a completed individualized continuity of learning plan for special education and related services during emergency conditions. For this student, named Hector Ceniceros, he's listed here: grade, date of birth, student ID, school that he attends, his mother's name, phone number, mother's email address, and the preferred mode of contact for the family, which is cited as email. Right below in the body of this narrative, you'll also see that Hector's name was listed several times throughout the narrative. This was entered earlier in the fillable Word or PDF form that you'll complete. You'll also notice that the date, May 1st, 2020, is the date of the last consented IEP. That's listed up here and listed once again down here. On page 2 of the plan, you'll see that the date of the consultation for the development of this plan was done or made on August 20th, 2020. Julia Salval is the case manager for Hector, and there are 2 service providers attached to his case: Lisa Moncayo, his speech pathologist, and Karen Jimbo, his therapist. Below that, you'll see the service and goal matrix. There are 2 services that Hector received on his IEP: SAI and speech and language services. For SAI, you'll notice that every checkbox was made here because Juliana Salval will be able to conduct teacher-posted lessons asynchronously. She'll also be conducting virtual classes. There will be personalized learning tools. There may be scheduled teacher and staff appointments. She'll also send emails. There will be virtual office hours that she'll provide. And then this service will be provided within a group, 40 minutes daily. For speech and language services, the same applies. All of these areas were checked. Service delivery type was group, 20 minutes weekly. You'll notice that under both services, some additional notes were added. For SAI, it's noted here that additional support will be provided to Hector during scheduled office hours. Parent mentioned that Hector requires prompts often to get back on task. When it came to speech and language services, it was indicated that parent indicated that Hector dislikes attending speech. Therefore, a reinforcement schedule between Hector, parent, and speech pathologist was developed to motivate Hector to participate in therapy. No other services were mentioned in the IEP, and so we scroll down to the next section. Goal areas, if any, that were unable to be addressed through the distance learning. They were left blank because all goal areas will be addressed through distance learning. Next, supplementary aids and services. In Hector's IEP, it's listed that behavioral supports will be provided. How will they be provided? An SSP will participate in virtual class meetings synchronously. Who will provide that? The SSP assigned to support Hector during the SAI push-in service minutes. And when? During every synchronous class meeting. Next section is for transition services. However, because Hector's in the 8th grade and younger than 16, this section does not apply. And the last section, accommodations and modifications during distance learning. For accommodations, it was determined that Hector will receive extended time on assignments. He will be allowed for verbal responses. He will provide on-task and focusing prompts, provide frequent positive reinforcements. No modifications were listed. That completes the entire plan for services for students who receive services with an IEP. This plan does not need to be consented by the parent. It simply has to be provided to them after the consultation has been made.